And a whole lot of fun had Galveston the last 2 weeks as Mardi Gras 2023 wraps things up with a traditional Fat Tuesday parade. Hi everyone, I'm TJ Alls along with Paul Deaton bringing you today the Krewe of Aquarius' Fat Tuesday parade, which started off really much in Galveston. It's just kind of a local parade, but if you take a look at the crowds we have around here tonight, it is rivaling even some of the first night parades we had this year out here at Mardi Gras 2023. And I can tell you, Paul, we've been here both weekends throughout. A lot of fun to be had with Mardi Gras 2023.
That's what it's all about, TJ. Absolutely right. And, you know, judging from the lights and sirens coming on down the strand here, that can mean one of only two things. Either there's a really, really big crime scene, or we're about to laisser le bon temps rouler.
Yes, and we want to thank our friends from Mitchell Historic Properties, as well as the Kiwanis Club of Galveston, for letting us hang out with them on their balcony parties here tonight, and we really do appreciate it. And also a big thanks to our friends at Visit Galveston, who've been sponsoring all of our coverage this year. And always Island Time in Galveston. VisitGalveston.com. The parade is just really making its way. For those who are not familiar with the Fat Tuesday Parade, the Krewe of Aquarius, which is the second oldest crew in all of Galveston's Mardi Gras celebrations, they have two distinctions. They run the first crew parade of the Mardi Gras season. It's that first Saturday morning, a family-oriented parade, and then many years ago they started running the Fat Tuesday Parade. And really what they do is they invite all the different crews that come out and take part into the parade, into their various parades, and come together for one big bad night out there. And of course, Paul, it's the historian you are, you do know how to explain to folks what Fat Tuesday is all about, right?
Well, Fat Tuesday is kind of like putting on the dog before Lent, I think. You know, just everybody just lets it all hang out. That's where laisser le bon temps rouler comes from. Let the good times roll.
Yeah, and I want to remind everyone, don't forget, it's Ash Wednesday tomorrow. Go out and get your ashes, and then you start your Lenten season until we have Easter coming up in the end of April. So it's been a fun time here. We're on the Strand, overlooking the Strand. Joey McCusker working the camera. Let's get a look at what we can down to the Strand area now. We actually have a pretty good crowd gathered along the way here, and people have their cars even parked down this way as we're waiting for the procession to make its way. The balconies are here, as I said. We're hanging out with the folks from the Kiwanis Club of Galveston. They're doing a fundraiser. In fact, they sell the spaces on the balcony to raise money for scholarships. They're also selling some raffle tickets as well if you want to get them. They're only $10 each to win a big prize. So find one of the Galveston Kiwanis Club members. That could be Judge Kim Sullivan, Judge Lonnie Cox, two judges right off the bat. We'll be more than glad to do it. And Galveston's finest out there clearing array. This is a different type of parade. It's kind of a rolling closure. They don't shut down. They don't put up all the gates or the fences as we do our two weekend parades. So really what they do is folks just kind of gather. They even park cars along the parade route. And I'm not so sure parking a car along a Mardi Gras parade route is the wisest thing in the world you want to do, because the beads will tend to make it onto your hood, your windshield, your sunroof, and anything else out there.
We're probably going to see people sitting on top of people's Jeeps and stuff soon, and not even their Jeeps.
So right now, it's the preliminary stuff that's going through, the law enforcement and fire crews coming through. Also, too, kind of an interesting thing, weather really worked out. Mardi Gras is usually kind of a struggle for weather, but we had, outside of a windy first weekend, a pretty good weather-wise Mardi Gras this year, because even though it was chilly, it cleared out, and the sun was out both weekends.
It was real pretty to shoot in it, too. We had a couple of chilly nights, especially if you're up on a fire engine in the parade. You know, it was kind of cutting through us, but it was still, you just can't go wrong with weather like this. It was really, really good. We've had some bitter cold Mardi Gras in the past, but this year, just A+.
And we also want to thank special thanks to our friends at the Tremont House Hotel. Totally remodeled and everything else. That's our official headquarters for Mardi Gras now, starting last year. And Jeff and the whole crew over there at Tremont, thank you for that. And also very big special guest for us as well, and a special person to us as well would be Jay Carnes. You talk about a hard-working crew.
Oh,
the
man.
Carnes Parade crew, with all the vehicles they put out, they're in almost every single parade. They'll be in tonight as well. But we get to hop on every once in a while with them. But Jay Carnes, one of our big sponsors as well, just a big time that his guys, they put in a lot of work getting ready for Mardi Gras.
No kidding. They have 7 floats in all, and the party buses, the Dancing Queen, Dancing King, just all kinds of things. And it's so much fun to get on and throw beats for a while and dance through the YMCA. And just have a really good time. But I tell you, I don't know where Jay Carnes gets his energy, man. He's a dynamo.
Yeah, I think Jay's going to take a rest right after this weekend as well, and hopefully not in some of his own product as well. But all right, right now, as I was telling you, they had our police patrol units. They're clearing the way. The parade actually starts over off of 25th, Rosenberg at Market, and then winds its way down Post Office, and it goes to Post Office and heads east on Post Office to 19th, then turns north on 19th, and then heads here to the Strand where our bigger crowds are. But we had a lot of folks on Post Office tonight. We're enjoying things, the art galleries and the restaurants that are down there. And it's here now, as you can see, our crowd gathering here, getting ready for the parade. It is the Fat Tuesday Parade, presented by the Krewe of Aquarius, sponsored on I-45 now in Galveston now by Visit Galveston. Anytime is island time. What's your island time? Visit Galveston.com.
My island time is pretty much all the time. I love living in this city, man.
That's right. You're a resident of the East End District here?
I am a resident of the Historic District.
Right.
And you know what's really cool? I didn't know this until I actually lived here. There is a bigger concentration of Victorian-era homes here than anywhere else in the United States.
Right.
I'm like, how can that be? I've been to Boston. I've been to Philadelphia. And no, it's true. There are a lot more.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And the Victorian housing and the renaissance we have seen in the East End of Galveston has been so special that we have seen the last several years. I can see coming up now, we've got an ROTC group, it appears, coming up behind the patrol car now. Yes, we do. You may notice it. It may be a fog coming in as you see it. We do have the sea fog setting in here right now. It was up on near the top floor of the Anaco building, American National Insurance Company Tower, but now it's like the rooftops here, 3 stories high here on the Strand.
It's pretty amazing. It's a great day, great night.
All right, now we've got an ROTC group coming up.
This is an interesting contrast here. We've got the very somber-looking sailors leading the way, and then some very flashy dancing girls right behind them.
First up is actually not our OTC group. These are our Sea Aggies.
Yeah, there you go.
From Texas A&M Galveston, the Sea Aggies. And with that, a special shout-out to Admiral Mike Fossum.
Yeah. There you go.
So how do you go from a colonel to an admiral? A rear admiral at that.
you got to know people, I guess. Plus,
now,
you got to earn it, and Mike sure did.
Always what you see in Galveston, and a lot of things, these are a lot of the folks that are the hangovers from the parades. We had the Z crew that's out here. That's always a procession, making their way down here today. And some of from our Umbrella Brigade that kicks off everything that first night.
Umbrella Brigade, that's a really interesting thing. It's
but
just
this
amazing.
is the Galveston Island Social Club. And they are living up to that name. It's just to have fun and get out there. The Galveston Island Social Club.
There's some pretty fantastic outfits down there.
I mean, people really do deck out for Mardi Gras.
They go crazy over this stuff. I would love to have an outfit like that. Of course, I kind of like the one I've got on tonight, you know. I feel like a backup singer for the Temptations.
I believe what we got coming up now is the Ball High Tornettes. the drill team from Galveston Ball High School.
Ball High School is all over Mardi Gras. It's such a wonderful thing that they do with the tour store.
The tour store. We had a great time with their life skills class where they actually collect beads from people. You know, they'll have the beads thrown out, say, hey, donate them back. They recycle those, sell them, but they also sell items that they get at Mardi Gras, and all of that goes to help the life skills classes at Ball High. It's a great endeavor. Mike Dean of Yagas teamed up with them a few years ago, and it's really taken off. They have a prime spot near the entertainment stage, the Corona Entertainment Stage, at 23rd and Strand every year. So they are something else. But Ball High, the Tornets. Wow, the crowd is giving them some big cheers. And behind them is the Mighty Tour Marching Band.
And talk about a drama line.
Paul, see the band walks by here, though. It makes me think about when the Aquarius Parade and Gambrinus Parade and Momus Parade bands are going on, because those all started at the seawall.
Yeah.
And you go 4.5 miles as they make their way down here and in on the end of Strand. You see some very tuckered out, mainly band parents who've been marching the whole way.
Oh, man.
You know, they're taking the coolers with them with water and everything else. And whenever I'm standing on the Strand as they come down, I yell at them and say, just a few more blocks, just a few more blocks. And they look very relieved.
Yeah, that's a parade for the stout of heart and legs to match.
Talking about having some island fever. An attacking octopus coming your way. And that is our Krewe of Aquarius float. Johnny Lidstone and company from Krewe of Aquarius. They do a great job. As I said, they have the distinction of being the first crew parade of the parade of Mardi Gras every year, that first Saturday afternoon. And then the Aquarius crew winds things up with the final parade, the Fat Tuesday parade you're seeing here tonight. And I gotta tell you, Johnny Lidstone and his company have done a great job. They carried on the tradition, second oldest crew in Galveston. Would you happen to know what the first crew Galveston Mardi Gras is?
I'm thinking Momus.
It is Momus.
There you go.
Momus, Aquarius, Gambrinus. That's the order of the three on Galveston. And another one of our Krewe of Aquarius floats coming by.
Here's the windup in the pitch, and it's right across the plate.
And you know there is something about a skill set of being able to throw beans. You know, I'm of the underarm tossing, with that. While I see others, they throw overarm.
I kind of throw sidearm.
You do that, yeah, because if you're a sidearm pitcher.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm the under guy. I guess call it more knuckleball, but I find my arm gives out if I throw it overhanded the whole time.
Well, another real good trick is to kind of ball it up into the palm of your hand, as opposed to trying to be a cowboy and loop somebody. Okay, here's...
And King Neptune.
Yeah. You'd think that after over 5,000 scuba dives, I would have seen that guy live and in person, but I haven't. I'm going to keep looking, though.
And one of the things that's great about these floats is they're pretty rugged, but they're done up with these tarps that are done around them. It's not like solid wood or anything.
Right.
And they do a great job of that, as I have just got slammed with a pair of beads from somewhere upstairs. That's another mystical Krewe of Aquarius float going by there.
Want me to hit him back?
And then now a couple of golf carts. Obviously, we have the great golf cart parade that happens every year out here as well.
Those people really pull out all the stops, too.
Well, and this is not the only time, because we have the Galveston Island Golf Cart Society that has their parade as well in the summer, celebrating so much that happens in downtown Galveston. And And again, the Krewe of Aquarius. We can't thank them enough. It's really special that this crew, Johnny Lidstone, I know he gets all the credit for it, but they got a lot of volunteers on the Krewe of Aquarius. They really dedicate themselves all year long, and they're really big about having what would be a really good family-friendly parades all the time. We see a few folks from Texas A&M Galveston, in fact, on this float from the Krewe of Aquarius. And now the Krewes Island Time float going by.
I've heard that any time is island time.
It is.
Have you?
What's your island time? Visit Galveston.com.
24/7, baby.
It's the USS Harry Milo is the name of the float. And it does more than go out on a 3-hour tour.
Let's hope they keep their departures and arrivals on an even basis. It's kind of like takeoffs and land. You know, you're getting pelted with beads, and I haven't gotten hit yet.
Be glad.
I like the, yeah, really.
The first time we're getting attacked during our own parade coverage here.
Incoming.
Thanks for everyone for watching here at I-45 now in Galveston now. The Fat Tuesday Parade brought to you by the Krewe of Aquarius, sponsored on I-45 now by Visit Galveston. What's your island time? Anytime is island time. Visit Galveston.com. And also brought to you by Carnes Funeral Home. Live your life. We can wait. Carnes Funeral Home. Speaking of funeral homes, our buddy DJ Termini's over here handing me beads.
This one's just barely family friendly right here. Some
with the mermaid up front?
Yeah, some strategically placed starfish.
Well, people remember in the flagship hotel, the silhouette of this mermaid was on the side of the hotel. I thought I'd throw back at somebody.
Yeah, right.
Now, I recognize this float. My buddy Mary Barron is right up front there. That's her on the front top level there. A longtime member of the Krewe of Aquarius right there. And they always had the Kon-Tiki hut float, honoring the great Kon-Tiki club that was in Galveston Island for so many years until just couldn't come back after Hurricane Ike. But the Kon-Tiki, such a popular place, but keeping the Kon-Tiki spirit alive on that float.
This is like the epicenter right here, right by the intersection over here by Sangerfest Park. It's just a crush of people down there screaming. I feel like the Beatles.
And the Treasure Island float making its way by.
I love this one.
I love this guy up front there. Look at that LEDs all over his outfit. Some of our funnest people, the Choo Choo Live crew. This group's been around for a while. These ladies get together, and some men. They dress up in their tutus and do the whole routine as they go. And they're in about 5 of the parades that happen here at Mardi Gras Galveston. The Choo Choo Live crew.
We have friends in that. Isn't Laura Panino one of those?
I think Laura is in that group. Let's see if we sight her. Laura doesn't live far from here, so it's not much for her to get out here with them. Little beachies going on with them. Every once in a while they have a guy in a choo-choo. This year they didn't. It's all women this year.
Okay, and here come the rollerbladers.
Yeah, one of those is going to be Melissa Barnett, the public affairs director for the city of Galveston. I always see her every year when she's out here and doing that. And the dancing queen from the Carnes crew.
We ought to make up a a Mardi Gras bingo game. Like things like, you know, people screaming for beads, that's a given. Or if the dancing queen comes by and they're playing YMCA, you check it off your list. If you get to have some king cake.
That's it. You get to have king cake with that.
Yeah, don't choke on the baby.
Galveston County Precinct 2 Constable Paul Edinburgh pulling the dancing queen 2 through. And then that's going to be followed, and we're going to see Paul here. Actually, Constable Precinct 2 Paul Edinburgh, he's the one marching behind the rescue vehicle. That's part of his office. And on board with him there as well is the former constable for Precinct 2, Jimmy Fullen, who announced his run for Galveston County Sheriff the other day.
Yeah,
so this is
Henry's retiring.
And of course Jimmy secured this truck, but you can see Constable Edinburgh there walking up behind, leading the way. That's a long time for him and others. They've been working security along with Galveston PD.
Yeah.
All weekends.
Yeah, there's been a really heavy law enforcement presence here, and it's a good thing because everything's been very peaceful and very friendly. It's been a wonderful couple of weekends.
And of course, DWI arrests were up this time, but as Chief Bally pointed out to us,
that's 4.
that it's because of the added enforcement.
Right,
and
yeah.
Chief Doug Bally, the police chief in Galveston, as the rest of the Constable Precinct 2 vehicles roll by.
And another thing that we can check off the bingo card, there's a guy running out in the middle of the street to collect beads in between constable trucks. And now he's being kind of gently talked to.
Do we hear Mr. Worldwide himself playing down? Crew Babalu with Pitbull, who saluted us down here. Oh, the things we see behind the scenes. For Crew Babalu, they obviously host the big parade on the second Friday night. It's the Crew Babalu All Crew Parade.
I think of Ricky Ricardo every time I hear that name. Babalu!
And right behind that, we had our great Meow and Barkus Parade. And so now you're seeing some of those entries.
Is that what that is?
The little miniature parade set up here.
Yeah.
Now these are just like, these are little mini floats.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, there's one down there, like the Yellow Submarine.
There is, like the Yellow Submarine.
That's grand.
A little tiki torch or a tiki pole.
I love it. There's a lady down there that looks like a disco Princess Leia. I love it.
You're watching the Fat Tuesday Parade from Mardi Gras Galveston 2023. I'm TJ Alds.
And I'm Paul Cater Deaton. Good to have you with us.
And this presented by Visit Galveston. What's your island time? Anytime is island time. Visit Galveston.com. And by Carnes Funeral Home. Live your life. We can wait. Carnes Funeral Home.
I love that slogan.
This is an impressive float here. It's solid.
Yep.
And these are Motor Speedway and Uptown Grill sponsored. And of course, a lot of the locals get in this because they got their golf carts still decked out. Which, by the way, too, no matter what, a lot of those carts stay decorated for Mardi Gras up until about Easter, when all the decorations finally fall off.
Yeah, we keep a wreath on our front door and just change the lights.
That's it. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people don't realize, like, too, they'll just take their Christmas tree and turn it into a Mardi Gras tree.
There you go.
That's a very popular thing here in Galveston. And, of course, it's great to have the Galveston Golf Cart Society. They have their annual parade brought to you by Mr. Golf Cart in Galveston. Now, there's a golf cart.
Okay, there we go.
At first, I thought there was really someone standing on the way, but
it looked like Pee Wee Herman doing the big shoe dance. I'm trying to dance.
But yes, that's not a real person, folks. That is a mannequin.
But that's about the coolest golf cart.
That is a great one. I didn't see that in the entries this year.
I didn't either. They must have pulled it out just for the special last night, you know.
Of course, got a 6-seater right behind that there with a flamingo on the top. Flamingo's very popular. And that's the other golf cart parade that they have, the Galveston Golf Cart Society has. It's a flamingo theme one have in June that's on Post Office Street. And that's a fun one to really attend and be a part of. Taking a look at some more of the carts, golf carts coming by. Of course, golf carts are a part of life around here on the East End.
Yeah.
That's how people get it to and from. If you live on the East End, this is one of the ways to get around. Walking a golf cart.
I got to break down and get one someday.
Oh, that's a jester's hat. I was trying to make it out, then I figured it out. It's a jester's hat on top of that one.
Yeah, I thought it was a tarantula for a minute.
I did.
A very gaily colored tarantula.
And again, we want to thank our friends from the Galveston Kiwanis for letting us hang out with them on their balcony tonight. And they are, by the way, selling raffle tickets now. You can win a liquor wagon that's worth $1,000.
Wow.
From the Kiwanis Club of Galveston. The tickets are $10 each. See any Galveston Kiwanis to get your tickets. They're going to do the drawing in April. And also thank you to Joe over at Mitchell Historic Properties for hosting us up here as well.
Yeah, no kidding. This is a great viewpoint.
So we got to see our buddy Jeff from the Tremont House here with us, the general manager there. Always his staff taking good care of us when we are at the hotel.
Yeah, that's kind of our base of operations over there, and we always get rooms over there, and just a great place to be.
We have a bit of a lull in the parade.
Okay, well, luckily I'm a stand-up comic. But I'll spare you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's it, right? Hang on, we got to talk to Oscar over here. Oscar, come over here. All right. Now, we're not going to have him on camera. We'll just show everything else. But when you're looking over here, these are the folks hanging out at the Kiwanis parade. Oscar, what's your last name, Oscar?
Martinez.
Oscar Martinez is up here. He's been here since like 3 o'clock this afternoon throwing beads. Mardi Gras is a big deal for you, huh, Oscar?
It is. I belong to Knights of Momus. We're the ones that throw the main parade, which was this past Saturday on the 18th.
Yeah, a lot of fun though too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a blast.
You got some really good beads too.
Yeah, all courtesy of Knights of Momus.
That's it. All right, Oscar, good to see you, man.
Thank you.
Oscar's been up here throwing beads all day. I want to make sure we had him on the air. Welcome the Krewe de Lac. From Kima, Texas, the Krewe de Lac. With us.
Yeah, make their day. You can go up to them and say, how are you?
Yeah. Well, and of course, they have their music, Jimmy Buffett style.
Yeah, right. Live band. I love this
float with the stained glass mosaic on it. This is the Krewe of Saints. That just recently formed, and they have decked out their float in what looks like stained glass you would see in a church. A and just gorgeous.
And look, yeah, stained glass looking. It's just very appropriate for their group. Love that.
Well, Fat Tuesday is here, folks.
Boy, no kidding. In a big
Lent
way.
starts tomorrow. What are you giving up for Lent? That's our quiz for y'all tonight. Got to give up something for Lent.
There you go.
A reminder, too, a lot of fish fries start up next Friday.
When we were getting ready for the parade the other day with the Gambrinas, the big long one, right next to us, in we were on Jay Carnes' red fire engine, 1954 fire truck, beautiful thing. And we looked over next to us, and one of the Gambrinas came up next to us, had a full bar and 2 bartenders in the back of it. I was like, wow.
That's also one you know has to come with a bathroom on board, too.
Yeah, right.
Because they don't always have that.
No, they don't. They don't. Yeah, that was something.
Oh, the Krewe of Aquarius. Now, we mentioned Texas A&M Galveston earlier. This is the crew from A&M. It's the Krewe of Aquarius. That's the Texas A&M Galveston crew coming by. These are all students, some staff from Texas A&M Galveston.
Whoa!
And the Krewe of Aquarius. Now, it's interesting seeing the Krewe of Aquarius float now because it's very long, like Paul described. Their first year was just the back of a trailer with some old used couches. I remember their first entry. And it was in the Krewe of Aquarius parade. So the Krewe of Aquarius from Texas A&M Galveston has stepped up their game now and gotten a full-fledged float.
Yeah, that's like a stretch limo of floats there. That's
That
the
one has
longest
to
one
have
I've
a
seen.
big turning radius, that's for sure.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm trying to check, is this a Gambrinas float? We sometimes don't see the markings on front.
Another underwater theme. You
It
can't
is an
go
underwater
wrong.
theme.
Can't go wrong with that. It's another Thalassar. And here's the windup of the pit. Just a little outside.
The comical part is when people are trying to throw their beads and they get stuck together.
Right, yeah.
Oh, that is Krewe of Aquarius again. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that not only do they go step up from the used couches, they got 2 long floats now. For the Krewe of Aquarius. Now this is a great one.
Yeah. That's just fun. You know, that's good old time Cajun fun right there.
Just
I
having fun.
guarantee.
And that's the idea.
Yeah, sure.
Now, this next group, you talk about a freak show. Mark Metzger, the local island attorney, and his crew of freaks. And again, with a live band.
Oh, and even dancing girls on the back. You gotta love that. The Misfits just always bring it, man.
The Misfits. The Krewe of Misfits. This year the theme was Freak Show.
Yeah, that fits.
And,
I don't mean that in a bad way.
Yeah, no, that's their theme. The Krewe of Misfits, and again, their theme this year was Freak Show. That's Mark Metzger. Mark is, you don't miss him out there, that ex-Marine. Oh, I said ex-Marine, I should never say ex-Marine. Just a non-active Marine.
Here's a helpful hint, ladies and gentlemen. When the cop is shining like a strobe light at you, it's time to back away from the float.
Yeah, they're just trying to keep, because that's the one thing people get, they chase the beads and they forget what's going to come rolling down their way.
They pay no attention to it. It's like, they're glass. They're not made of pearls. There'll always be other beads.
This is the Lighthouse crew. It's our friends over from Bob Bolivar Peninsula, the Lighthouse Crew. The Bolivar Lighthouse we talk about. What a great looking crew they have there.
Cool float too.
Can you imagine being on the ferry when that's coming over?
Yeah, that would be the price of a ticket.
And now our good friends from the Galveston Regional Chamber of Commerce. It is the Lemonade Float. Lemonade Day coming up, sponsored and presented by the Galveston Regional Chamber of Commerce. This is their float every year. Peace, love, and lemonade. Also part of the Carnes crew. And you know this one all too well.
I know that one very well, yeah. I'll tell you all that story in a minute. That was epic. We had such a great time. And here we go.
And now, the one that started it all for Carnes crew, the Dancing Queen. Jay Carnes brought this home, and his wife, she didn't know if she wanted to stay with him after he bought this. And 15 of these later.
They're snappy dressers, too. There's some really pretty outfits in there.
And followed by the support vehicle behind that there.
There's Gina. I wonder if I can hit her with some beats from here. Okay, here we go. Wait. I got it in the back. I didn't hit anybody. I'm thinking about you, Gina. Here we go.
Now, when we talked about the one that started it all, this is the one that dominates. Welcome to your screen, the Dancing King, the Carnes Parade Crew.
And still no YMCA.
Well, it's Mr. Worldwide again, Pitbull, who was at San Luis Salute. And we can see him on the other side. That's his normal perch. I can see Jay Carnes on the other side there.
Yep.
You are watching the Fat Tuesday Parade, put on by the Krewe of Aquarius, Mardi Gras 2023. And sponsored on I-45 now in Galveston now by Visit Galveston. What's your island time? Anytime is island time. Visit Galveston.com.
Yeah, man.
And by Carnes Funeral Home. Live your life. We can wait. Carnes Funeral Home. I tell you, some folks really put some dedication into the beads that they get out, I mean, the floats that they get out here. That's it. Krewe de Roo, right?
Krewe de Roo.
Yeah, Tiny's on board there somewhere. Krewe de Roo, they put on their big fundraiser in Hitchcock every year with their crawfish boil.
So TJ's been hit 5 times by beads.
You're right.
And I haven't been hit yet.
That's why I keep ducking behind you now. Hey, and welcome in the Krewe of Gambrinus now. Their king this year, Bubba Jeanette and Tia Hangs, the queen. The Krewe of Gambrinus. They obviously had the big nighttime parade. And every time the Krewe of Gambrinus comes by, we do a tip of a hat of our late friend George Black, who was a big, big part of the Krewe of Gambrinus for so many years.
Still coming.
Yeah, it's one float after the other. I remember the first year they did this as kind of a loosely organized parade. There was like 10 floats. And it was just a local thing. It was like, okay, we just want to get together and have a real Fat Tuesday parade. Dadgummit.
Yeah, right. There were like a salvo of about 8 strands of beads coming up, and not one of them hit me. Okay.
What a special night we've
This
had
looks like
here.
something Krewes and DeVille would
I know,
write.
right? It's got the straps on the back as if the trunk is connected to it.
I love that. That's so great, Gatsby.
Yeah. Well, this year's theme for Knights of Momus and for the San Luis Salute, the Gilded Age.
Yep.
That fits appropriate. And the Yagas. Boulevard Seafood and Yagas and Float Bar, Tsunami, Ohana, and Barefoot. Thanks to Mike Dean and the entire crew at Yagas. They're the ones that put on Mardi Gras downtown and does a great job with it. And the Z Crew coming up now.
Yeah.
Now Z Crew has the Galveston contingent and the Houston contingent. Used to be an all Houston crew, but now it includes a lot of locals as well. And you can't miss that Z Crew logo, the green and yellow Z Crew.
Kima's in the house.
And here's Crew de Loc. My buddy Deanne Franklin on there from Crew de Loc. Of course, this is that Kima crew. They have their big Kima happenings for Mardi Gras that they do on their own.
That's a pretty long float, too. Well, you know what? We're getting close to the end of this thing here.
Yeah, so the Crew de Loc, our friends from Kima, wrapping up things tonight.
Yep, they're basically the caboose
for the parade. Now it's time for everyone to kind of enjoy themselves for the rest of the night. We hope you've enjoyed our streamcast of the Fat Tuesday Parade, brought to you by the Krewe of Aquarius. Been a fun night. Been a fun couple of weeks.
It's been, oh man, this is one of the things that we look forward to every year. And being able to live here, like 6 blocks away from the Strand, is so awesome just to walk down here, take it all in. It's just an amazing thing. It's the 3rd largest Mardi Gras in the nation, next to New Orleans and Mobile.
Yep.
And
no one's catching up.
Yeah,
for sure.
right. No, we might even take over someday over Mobile, maybe not New Orleans.
Well, we appreciate everyone from watching tonight, being on. Thanks again to our sponsors, Visit Galveston, as well as Carnes Funeral Home, are being our sponsors here tonight. And thanks again to our friends at the Kiwanis Club of Galveston for having us up here, and also Mitchell Historic Properties. Thank you all so much, and thank you all for watching. Now, the fun doesn't end just the end of Mardi Gras for us, though. There's a lot to do down in here. We'll be telling you more about that. And be watching, because on Texas Independence Day, we have a big thing coming your way. Be ready for it. Just telling you right now, Texas Independence Day, mark that day as when the new I-45 now debuts. I'm TJ Alts.
I'm Paul Cater Deaton.
Thank you for watching. This has been Mardi Gras 2023.
Y'all be safe.